Never leave Deadly unsupervised with a Bontempi organ because, well, you'll find out what happens when he's left unsupervised with a Bontempi organ. It's probably the best way to describe it.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Rich and Deadly. Morning, Rich and Deadly. Morning, morning, morning.
Hello. How are we?
Good morning, Rich.
Yes, wonderfully anticlimactic there after the big build-up, but thanks, boys.
It's 7:40 in the morning. It's way too early for this.
I'm beyond conversation before 8 a.m. So I'm doing quite well. I've managed several words and I'm not rocking back and forth. So I'd call that progress.
You're doing very well. This is.
You're not banging against the desk either, Rich.
No, that's true. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not done that quite yet. Right, anyway, tonight, let's deal with tonight first and foremost because, well, we've got to come to you, Deadly, first because there's a reason that you are up this early. There's a reason that you're on the show to promote yourself. Unbelievable. I can't believe this. Tell us all about tonight's show.
Tonight's show, our special guests are my band, the Rock of Travolta. We had a great chat with them. The other members of the band, Joey, Hanson, Dave, and Matty Spooner. We've also got some great new music coming on from Barricane, Wilderness States, Seb Reynolds. Who else is there, Rich? I can't remember. So much going on.
Can I?
There we go. It's too early. There's loads of great music on. If I had this, should I get this?
Some grindcore.
Yeah. You got Pet Twin.
That's it. Yeah.
The Dreaming Spires, Wilderness State as well. It's a good job I'm here. Otherwise, dearie me.
Absolutely, mate. And we've got a band, and we're playing a band that we can't actually announce properly on the radio on the breakfast show. So. But it's a grindcore classic.
Yes. The one we'll get with the B in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's as far as we'll go. Well, look, it's going to be absolutely awesome tonight. Of course, Melting Pot, 9 o'clock, with Deadly's band. They're getting back together, and of course, you're going to be performing as well. Literally getting the band back together, back rehearsing, back performing as well. I'm going to be performing at Riverside, which is super exciting. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, excited. I mean, it's great to be back in the studio with those boys and girls. We've got a couple more practices, but we're not far from being ready. And we've already been offered more gigs, even though we've said this is it, this is just the one. So who knows?
Oh, you're literally doing an Oasis, aren't you? Just going, yeah, we're just going to do these dates and that's it. And then bang, oh, look, loads more. And all those people that bought those expensive tickets, dearie me. But not so at Riverside.
I'd love to have that money, but not to be.
One day. And Rich as well, a busy July just coming up for you. It's absolutely crazy with the shirt race, of course, next weekend in Ensham, and of course Riverside as well.
Yeah, there's quite a lot going on July, August time. An awful lot going on. All those things. Well, there are things that are set in stone. I mean, Riverside, we've been involved in running that for 3 years this year, and it's been running for 29 years. Carnival likewise, and then a lot of other bits and pieces that we invariably, in our inability to say no to people, we end up getting all these bookings in. So I think we've got something like 5 or 6 weekends where we're just solidly working on stuff, DJing, comparing, and so forth. But it's better we do that. If we're better if we're occupied and we're not bored. Is that a fair comment, Deds? I think it's
absolutely. I mean, you've heard what I said to you last week, which actually appears on the show tonight, very briefly.
Never leave Deadly unsupervised with a Bontempi organ because, well, you'll find out what happens when he's left unsupervised with a Bontempi organ. It's probably the best way to describe it.
Oh yes. Well, as always, I listen with bated ears. Which is not the saying, but there we go for tonight. And just Rich, just on a quick touch on music and the state of Oxfordshire. We're getting into the summer now, and obviously you guys are incredibly busy and what have you. And bands have kind of come out of the woodwork and kind of releasing new stuff. Even Deadly is kind of doing that thing of going, right. Let's get some music there. Let's get out there. It feels ever more prosperous, the Oxfordshire music scene. Brilliant bands coming out, and kind of real big things happening, including the wonderful Barricane as well.
Yeah, I mean, everybody I speak to, promoters, musicians, and so forth, punters, I think we're all of the view that for all the obstacles that get thrown in the path of the Oxford music scene, there is so much still going on. It's a very different scene in some ways to how it was 25, 30 years ago. In some ways, it's very similar. It's always been very inclusive. There's a lot of encouragement from artist to artist. You close a venue, another venue springs up. It's quite a resilient scene. And at the heart of it, and I said the heart of the show for the last 4.5 years, it's been very much about original local music. And if we've got that, we've got a show. What never ceases to amaze me and Deadly is each week, one of the best things, certainly not having to put up with Deadly for 2 hours on a Thursday, one of the best things of the week is the new music we're hearing and being sent stuff. And we get a lot of stuff sent through. We do listen to everything that we're sent. We can't, I mean, blimey, the show was meant to be an hour long, wasn't it, Rich? And it's now 2 and a bit hours. So we try to fit in as much as we can. And obviously, to those artists that we haven't played your music yet, please don't think we don't appreciate the effort and time you're putting in. We do. I've been a musician. I know what it's like trying to get your music heard. The quality is incredible. And that's the exciting thing. Tonight, for all we know, somebody will be recording a song or writing a song, and that'll be the next future Oxford classic. And I think that's what spurs us on, I'd say, is what's next. It's great all this music's been made before, but what's next? What's new? What's happening? A friend of mine once said, what's the best gig you've ever been to? And I said, that's a good question. I reeled off my buddy Valentine, the Pixies, and all these bands, and he said, here's the best gig he's ever been to is the next one. And I think that's really powerful. So that's Stretch. If you're listening, Stretch, I'm going to quote you on that. That is a really good phrase, because it's what's around the corner, what's next. And I think that's why we're still doing the show.
Well, I love that, and that's probably a nice way to signpost tonight's show at 9. Of course, it's going to be amazing. Some incredible bands there that we've reeled off, as well as a wonderful interview. And look, the Rock of Travolta come into maybe many stages near you. He says, wink, wink. So definitely
I doubt it very much.
There we go, love it.
You're supporting Oasis, aren't you, Deadly? It's just an exclusive we're going to announce to Rich. You're supporting Oasis. And all their lovely...
No way in hell am I appearing on stage with that lot.
Okay, I was going to say there might be a few refunds for tickets. Right, now on that note, boys, I enjoyed tonight's show from 9. Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us this morning. Sorry it's a bit early.
Can I just say before I go?
Yes, please.
Can I just say before we go? That was blooming profound for 7:45. What Rich just said there. Blimey.
I thought so. Yeah, I was quite impressed with that. I've only had 2 coffees as well. So wonders will never cease.
Wonders will never cease. Nice one, guys. Thanks so much for that. Look forward to seeing it a bit later. Melting Pot tonight at 9. Cheers, Rich. Cheers, Deadly.
Cheers, Rich.
Cheers, Rich.